Going into a quarterback room where you have a head coach who's played this position for several years, you've got a quarterbacks coach who's played this position for several years, you've got an offensive coordinator who played in the league. How does that wealth of knowledge help you from the standpoint of during the week prep, and why are you excited about working with a group that has this much experience?
Yeah, just like you said, the extensive knowledge for me, being a young guy in this league, I've never taken a snap, and I'm going to be around so many people who have had so much success and have been around so many, great quarterbacks. Them and from other people they've been around. Like you said, it's just such a wealth of knowledge. And for me, I'm going to try to be a sponge and come in and soak it all in. I want to do everything I can to learn. Obviously this system and the little intricacies that could, help me individually to come and help the team. I think, and it's not just on Sundays, but throughout the week, through preparation and their philosophies and how they view things. I'm super excited to start that deeper dive of learning all that. And, obviously they've been able to have a ton of success, and there's such a wealth of knowledge there, and I can't wait to do everything I can to learn from them.
We'll go Steve, Cam, Jamie back there. Okay.
Bryce, Steve Reeve from the Associated Press. Welcome to the Carolinas.
Thank you.
Scott and Frank were telling us about, the pro day interview, and they asked you about your preparation. You talked for about 10 minutes on your preparation. I'm curious. Obviously, you're huge into football. But what does Bryce Young like to do away from football? What do you kind of do to chill, and what do you like to do?
Yeah, nothing too crazy. I'm kind of a homebody. I definitely like basketball a lot. So whatever it is, watching basketball or shooting around, whatever it is, that's something that I definitely enjoy. And outside of that, just chilling at home. I watch YouTube or Netflix or something. I'm someone who can just stay at home and chill there. So that's kind of something that helps me decompress away from football.
Are you the point guard when you're playing basketball too? So.
Yeah. Back in my prime, that was my role.
Bryce, Jamie Bull from WBTV here in Charlotte. Welcome to the Carolinas. Obviously, with all this comes expectations and pressure that goes along with it. I see your parents are here. Who in your life has prepared you to handle those pressures, and how have they done that?
Yeah, I think, like you said, my parents have been the biggest in helping me handle all the stuff that comes with everything. And I think a big focus that we've always had was putting our energy in what we can control, and whether it's expectations or circumstances, people's thoughts and opinions, that's stuff that's out of my control. And I think it's a privilege to have those, and that's the beauty of sports. People get to have opinions. You get to have that pressure, and there gets to be stakes, and I'm grateful for that. And I don't shy away from it. I embrace it. But at the same time, all I can do is focus on myself. Controlling what I can control, doing everything I can to put the work in, to put myself in the circumstances that I can to try to be successful. So that's where all my focus and energy goes, and that's kind of my philosophy with dealing with that stuff.
How eager are you to put all of this sort of stuff behind you and then get on the practice field?
Man, it's a long time coming for sure. I'm so excited to this is I'm blessed to have this process, and it's once in a lifetime. But it's been a long time. I've come into where now I know where I'm at. I can get my hands on a playbook and start talking ball with the coaches, and I'm super excited to start that.